It is December 10th, 21:54 hours. And this is the second journal entry of the day. Now, if I'm going to include that other one, I don't know. Of course I'm going to include it. But, so it's a 2 entry day. 2 entry days are good. I had a really good day today. Let me start again with that. Again, and last night I did the Tesla sleep video in my earbuds. I went right out again. I don't remember, tossing and turning or anything. Just sitting there, just down and out, pretty much like within a minute. It seemed like good, solid sleep, dreamless, beautiful, best kind. And again, woke up, really good, like ready to go. Just got up right away, dressed, and it's like, wow, that feeling of restful sleep, like, and especially if your body and mind have been starved for it, it drinks it up like a dry sponge in water. I just got a trick now is just keep it going, and already know I won't be able to do it every night. Well, I'll keep trying. Therefore, by trying, I will get it more often, way more often than had I just not even tried. Just finished 1, 2, 3 shorts. And here. I was thinking of a few things that I wanted to talk about that were worth talking about, fleshing out a little bit. And I also brought, a couple items to read. Wait a minute, I might have something. So something long. I had something long. I'll get to that later, if I get to it at all. Wait, come back to the day. So I got screwed at the gym last night. I went too early, like 9 p.m. and it was too crowded. So I made sure I got there early today. I don't have a car yet, so it's either walking or it's my trusty scooter. But I love taking the scooter. It's so fast, 40 miles an hour that thing goes up to it. I'm like there in a heartbeat. I love it. It's fun. I got my music on. But when it's raining and shit, it's not so fun, and you really get wet. I don't feel like getting to the gym soaking wet. So, of course, the little drizzle didn't start up until I was like 2 blocks into the trip. So I stopped, made the decision. Fuck it, do it right. Turn around, put the scooter away, change what I was wearing a little bit, and just fucking walked. It's about a little over a mile each way, mile and a half maybe each way. And I said, fuck it, I'm getting that workout in. And now at this point now, by the time I come back from the scooter, it's like 2 o'clock already. So I'm starting to fucking sweat again, like, oh God. Because, at that place, anything from like 4:30 to like 9 is just starting in time. I need more openness working out how I do it anyway. So I got the timings, that's it. So I'm fucking walking, and then halfway there, I guess the rain and shit's getting to me a little bit. I'm feeling a little tired. So I started, and I'm sweating because I'm going fast. It was kind of, nice and warm today. I overdressed. And it's like, all right, I'm going to stop, have a smoke, and I'm going to assess this, and maybe I'll turn back and just wait till I get a ride later tonight and do that. I don't want to be uncomfortable, or push myself. That's what I was contemplating. So I was severely uncomfortable, a little bit, and annoyed and wet and all that shit, and longer walk still, and then I had to work out. But proud of myself. Fucking said no. God damn it. How dare I fucking even think about stopping and turning around? And I'm halfway there. And I rallied myself up, and boom, I knew gump, and I went there, got to the gym, had a good workout. Was very, very happy. And I got there. I stuck to my thing, getting early, so I got there about 2:30, quarter to 3. It was nice and plenty of equipment for everyone there. The ratio of equipment and people is perfect. Perfect. It was great. And then went out, and walked back, and there's a big hill, but so I hauled through it pretty good. And then, but what I didn't get to do is go to that car place and get a test drive on one or two of the vehicles they have there. Both Dodge Chargers, both black, both fucking awesome. It'd be funny if I went for my last vehicle was a Dodge Ram, 2500 Hemi, to and the next vehicle a car, but also another Dodge with another Hemi. That suits. That works more than well for me. But am I going to get a car or am I going to get an SUV? Okay. SUVs are cool. I had a great one once, a Ford Escape, 2012 to something like that. It was really awesome. And it's the only SUV I ever had. Then I've always pretty much had pickup trucks. I love pickup trucks. But, I've had nothing but pickup trucks, actually, when I think about it, for all the way back into when I was married. So that's a long time. Anyway, I spend too much time sometimes trying to remember or a fact or a stat or something like that. Sometimes, yes, good, you gotta remember, get this thing, but sometimes I find myself like, wait a minute, why am I burning all this, brain matter fishing for this stupid fucking fact? It means nothing anyway. It's just something in my head I'm thinking about or something. Got more projects for myself. The continuation of them really. These have already started. After this was priority, getting this done, this journal book, and then after this, and this is done. My next one is Seasons in Hell, and it's going to be a book. Or not a book, but a staple book like I make here, my home little bookmaking place, of about, 50 or 100 selected writing pieces of mine that I like. I go through all of them. I have millions and millions, it seems. They're everywhere. But I definitely have the bulk of the stuff is from the 90s when I started writing and keeping a journal when I was 20, and I did it very heavily for years. And I still kept doing it all up until now. I still do it, but it's more concentrated than, and then a few other times in my life. But anyway, so that's what that is. That my next project, and toying around with stuff. Seasons in Hell. That's what it's going to be called. And then I'm thinking, I could also take the Seasons in Hell collection of my original writing pieces, and sandwich them with this. No, not with this journal. I could, I guess. Or with another journal book. I have a 2001 I kept too. With fucking journals. Well, I got a lot of things on my creative mind. It's like a monster. It's like more. And again, I have one or two other things in the oven, cooking in process. I'm not allowing myself to speak about them, to disclose them until they are real and I have succeeded, I have hit the objective, I have got them in my hand, I can hold it up and say, here blank is, because I got sick of hearing myself do that, and I've heard it through the tapes, the videos, listening to them, and totally forgot what I was going to say. Out of nowhere. Take a pause. Okay, here is a couple of writing pieces that I really want to get out because I haven't been able to because they're too long. I can't do them in the minute short. Yeah, I can do TikTok, but haven't been on that. Doesn't matter. And I have a handful. I gathered a few of them that I could never get to under a minute, even without editing the shit out of them when they don't even need it anymore editing. So, but yeah, I want to give them some time too, and I want to read them. I have two here. I'm gonna start with the smaller one and see how it goes. Maybe we'll do the other one. I'd rather be poor and hard and sharp and on point, ready to snap at any moment, ready to make the kill, always an inch below the surface. Fuck, man. I'm sorry, scratch that. This is fucked up. I have to rewrite the whole fucking part. Right. I'm gonna go with the big one, two pages. I walk point for no one. They are loud and stupid. I am a veteran from another world, and you will never understand. I don't care. I've never cared about what any of you air breathers and pleasure seekers are talking about. You speak the language of gerbils. I speak with lions. We speak of strength, honor, discipline. The only thing all you pleasure seekers care about are your cheap little get-offs. All alone time is good time. You see, having no one to talk to means having no one to have to listen to. I don't have to endure their complaints, nor be affected by their contact weakness they always bring. The prime directive is, if you stay away from people as much as possible, you will be all right. It took me many years of getting knocked around to see that they all lie. They all betray. That's why you're better off alone and on your own. The sooner you learn this, the better. Just look at the average adult couple, both out of shape and disgusting. They no longer care about themselves, and it shows. I sit alone for hours, getting used to nothing, working on the discipline, listening to the iron voices. It means everything to them to be right. I have nothing to prove to them. I represent nothing. Survivor of nothing. I am the ambassador of nothing. Truth is, I get off on surviving. It's like the purest level of life I've ever found. As civilization and my peers grow weaker, I grow stronger. I am the inverse universe. I am a different species. Always have been. I am evolving even in my sleep. I rely on learned behavior and biomechanical instincts. So I sit alone and lonely. So what? So when the urge to call someone arises, I wait it out. I wait for it to pass. More pain to confront, dominate, and destroy. Take the pain head on with no help or support. Get stronger in all ways. I get off on strength. Act now, young man. Move forward and strike hard and decisively. Land on things from very high up and land on them with fury. Why let your fury lay deep inside you, slowly boiling your blood into a silent scream and grinding your bones into dust? Is it not better to thrust it out with great velocity from every pore with your every action? Let your actions speak your legend. Let your actions speak your legend. The physical is a manifestation of your spirit. Let your spirit be teeming with fury. Let your strength be unusual yet controlled. The average is the borderline that keeps regular men in their place. Those who step over the line are heroes by the very act. Go! Okay. See, the goes emphasized with the big G-O and the M was just breaking it up. That's supposed to be allowed, isn't it? I almost want to do one more. Oh, has to be rewritten. Good thing I wrote that. Trials and tribulations. Yeah. Okay, class. All right, we're going to finish out with trials and tribulations. This was one of my favorites ones. This would definitely be in the book. And I definitely know this is from later. This one's not 90s. I wrote this one probably somewhere between 2015, 20. I don't want to hear about their little trials and tribulations, about their fucking car problems or fucking job they hate. They'd rather complain than have the guts it takes to leave and enter the real world and sail the seas of consequence. What the hell do they expect? How can they complain about being bored and unsatisfied with life when they surround themselves with mediocrity and complacency and a lifestyle that grinds them down and slowly drains them of their will to live? Why not be an outsider? Why not go about the whole thing differently? Too many people get caught up in the idea of how things should be. From how their family does or did things, how their neighbors or peers do things, or how they have always done things, or what TV, magazines, or social media and the internet tells them. They listen and follow everything and anything that comes from an external source, rather than listening to the one and only voice that matters, their own voice. What's even worse is most people, let others formulate their lifestyles and ideas of right and wrong, good or bad, for them. From the toxins they take that poison them, to the jobs they hate, to the unhappy marriages they won't leave, to the kids they can't be bothered with, to the culture that bores and dumbs them down, to the media that lies and misleads them, well, they can have it all. And they can have my helping too. So basically, the bottom line of this whole writing this bottom line of this whole piece of writing is this: I'd rather go on my own ideas and fail horribly than to go their way and make it. That concludes the reading for tonight. It's like, I feel like it's like I have two classes. Like I have the shorts. That's my short, audience in the shorts class. Like I'm talking to or something in the video, and then my other class in video is this one. The longer one. My channel, my journal entries. All right. I think of some pretty far out stuff. Trust me. And sometimes I wonder if anyone thinks there's any like the kooky shit like I do, and I'm absolutely convinced it's impossible. But it's not that it's erased or anything. But I just think of some kooky stuff, and I have some really good ideas a lot too. Always remember that that rule. It's going to be hard and critical on everything in life and everyone, and on yourself. Then you also, you have to recognize yourself too when you're doing good and you're, doing the right thing. Even if the results and stuff is not physical or tangible like that, but if your mind and everything's in the right direction. Oh, you say it's just like it's a no-brainer to me. Way to go there. Christmas is hurling, quick, and so is my mind sometimes. Just all right. I'm gonna stop here. Not because I want to. Actually, there was some other things I wanted to say, but I'm hearing things in the other areas here of the fortress, and they're requiring my attention, or they're getting my attention. Anyway, I'm going to see what's going on. All right, so either good night, or what, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Because if I want to add on to it, I can.